we are back at Wildest Ferry campgrounds. Alexia has gone to fetch a trolley because we have to take all this into the shop. Hey officer.
You were going a bit fast there, mate.
Sorry.
Don't do it again. There was someone reversing into the park next to the trolley, so I came back.
Me and Alexia wear the same outfit to work every day. This is so awkward, man. Oh god. Oh my god. This makes sense because it's cowboy. Cowdoy. Insert. Got it open and Alexia, she's scared to open the shop. The reveal. Also, I mean, it's alright.
The first in.
Hunchback. My key.
I was open the Coraline door.
Alexia has never told me this secret of hers. What a pretty little liar you are.
Which one, Aria or
Hannah?
I love Hannah.
I said to Lex, do you know what I think about all the time? Year 8 camp. Alexia said to me, oh, I think about that because I cried. And I was like, huh?
No, I told you about
Explain.
that. Because after like we went snorkeling, we went to the canoeing and then that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry again.
Here's a bit of backstory. In year 8, technically year 9, up here. So we went camping, school camp along the beach. The thing is, I hated it because I couldn't get on the surfboard. I couldn't push myself up.
When I went surfing, I literally just stood there. but then near the end, we had 5 minutes left. I stood up on the surfboard, and then everyone was looking at me. They were like, "What?" I'm kidding. No one.
I just remember like people saying, "Come on, Shadae!" Like I couldn't.
There were so many people in the water. It's like this is like a safety hazard.
It really are. I don't know if you remember this, but you off so much canoeing. Or was it kayaking? It's the same thing. Because Aurelia was sitting in the front and you just weren't doing anything. I swear, I got muscles just from doing this the whole time because you were dragging us into the side bushes things. It was scary. Some of the instructors would be like canoeing like right at the back because to like catch up with people.
Yeah.
And like I remember saying like guys we need help.
And I remember we were having like dinner, but it was like before we were having dinner at camp and stuff. We turned the TV on and Friends was on and they didn't know what Friends was. They didn't know what show it was and I was like, oh my god, I love the show. And they were like, what? And then I got too excited. I explained the whole episode to them.
Because there was only one bathroom like there.
Yeah.
So me and Aurelia, we dodged it and we like walked half the bloody campground, just me and her, because we wanted to go to the toilet. And then there were like actual like people staying at the campgrounds there and then we got in trouble.
How'd they find you?
Well, I think they saw us walking from all the, and they were like, come.
I won't go into detail about me crying in the ocean, but basically like I was in the ocean, like only like, it wasn't even deep. And it was like clear water as well. Like it was really, anyway, I honestly think I was having a panic attack. Like I was like freaking out. And the instructor had to come over to me and was like, are you okay? And then like my whole like class or group, whatever, they were like far away and they kept staring at me. Because I was like having a meltdown. It was so weird. And then that night, because I was in a tent with my 2 friends. 2 people in a tent? I was in AJ Reels. And I slept on the yoga mat. I was like, dropped the yoga mat and it was still in my cupboard till we left. One time, and one time, I was walking to assembly. I was walking from like the red house building, I don't know, and I was walking to the assembly and because our bags we were organized in house.
It was like indoor, like it was like year level was indoor for like while I was there, and then the last year we were there they switched it to like house colors.
I don't know why, that's what they did with Eleanor before I left, like how it was like in 4 groups. It was so I was walking to assembly. Miss Burton, I think it was Miss Burton.
Oh, she was waiting.
She was waiting at the assembly door. It's busy.
There's only one door.
There are kids going through the building, like year 12 and everyone going through the building. Then Miss Burton is standing at the door with a whole yoga mat that I took to camp like months before, but I had like left it in like my locker because like I didn't want to take a yoga mat home. She was waiting at the door holding a yoga bag, and I came up and she was like, oh, Alexi Jones, take this. And she was getting mad at me. She was like, this has been there for so long. So I had to grab the yoga mat in front of everyone and walk back to my house, to my locker, I mean. And everyone was looking at me, and I remember I ran into you and I was like, I have a yoga mat. And I remember thinking I was so cool, why do you have a yoga mat? That night on camp, after like after I had a panic attack in the ocean, when I was sleeping on the yoga mat, I had this like thing, and I was like, I got like seasickness. What's it called? I got like seasickness like in the tent. Then I started freaking out. I was like, did someone put the tent on water, like on the ocean? Alexi thought she'd open the door. I was literally like moving, and I seriously thought I was like, I could be on water. Like, did someone put this whole tent on water? And it was pitch black, so I couldn't see anything. I had to go to the tent like door. I zipped it up and I just made sure that I wasn't in water. I was so dizzy. Anyway, why does mom always send us this stuff? Do you know what I don't get? In Echuca, there was like a park. Everyone called it Pedo Park. And it's like, isn't it weird that was like normalized? It's like, oh yeah, Pedo Park.
Alexi hates talking about it. There were two people. I think they're brother and sister, or mom and brother. I don't know.
They're dating.
Oh, they're dating. They would literally chase the kids.
They would chase kids and take photos of them. Like, that is not normal. And one time, I was on like a first date with this guy, right? Like in 7. We were about to like cross like a road on the main street. We saw one of the crazy people across the street, and she saw us, and so she started walking towards us, like, and then was like, run! And so we had to turn around, and we were like running across main street.
In Echuca, we lived in 3 different houses.
Same estate.
It literally in the same estate. So 2 of them were literally a street away from each other. The funny thing is, so when we moved houses to our second house, I still caught the bus. There was like this girl from another school that were like, I don't know, this girl who was like in the year above or something. She lived on the street of our first house, so she would always like sort of like walk ahead of me walking home. So then when I moved houses, I didn't want her to think it was weird me walking to another street. So what I did is that we were probably out of the house for a month or something. And I got off the bus, blah blah blah, walking like our house, literally the second house on that street. So I literally walked up to the door of our old house. People probably saw me because it was really tinted on the outside, but on the inside you could see. They would have seen me at the door. I think I pretended to put the key in. She was like walking past because she was like behind me. I saw her in the reflection like looking at me, probably wondering why I'm taking so long to open the door. And then when she got a bit further, I had to go around the corner and go to our house. That's because I'm socially awkward and I didn't want her to think different of me walking to another house.
That is literally us in a nutshell. Do you know what I think about on the daily? Again. When I went to TAFE, I sat with like 2 people, right? There were like bean bags out the front of the class that we were at, and they'd always sit on the bean bags at lunch. Me being me, I was so awkward, so I never sat with them at lunch, and I'd like sit at a table which is like in the same building but like away from them. And on the last day I was there, the guy said to me, he was like, oh, there's bean bags there, and I was like, oh, I'm all good. And I stayed at the table, and that was the last thing I ever said to him. I remember saying to them, oh, I booked my P's, like that was like the last time I went there, right? The last day. And I said to them like, sometime in October, so if I don't come, you know, that's the day of my test. But I never went back. Guys, me and Shadae don't know how to like do this. How do we make it look good? Oh, that looks so much better. That took way too long. Oh my god! Look who it is! How are you? Oh my god, I'm good too. I know, it's honestly so good. Oh, I love the candles. How good are they? Yes! Oh my god, it's so good. Like, you can use them after you've used a candle.
I'm obsessed with tea. I'm obsessed with candles.
Perfect. It's like the perfect match, isn't it? What are you doing today?
Just honestly shopping around, buying incomes at JD Market.
Oh, nice. Yes, the Minecraft gang. Oh my god, I swear I say that all the time. Like, Minecraft.
Once
yes.
everything calms down.
Yes, for sure. I will make sure of it. I promise. We'll have to do it. I haven't played Minecraft in so long. I gotta get into it.
You just vibe.
Yes, just vibe, and that's me every time I work.
Put Santa in my hand.
Yes! Oh my god, perfect. Do you wanna say bye?
Guys, look at all the donuts we got.
I went to McDonald's, we got a $2 bottle of bottles of fill. My car kept declining and there's that self-checkout, so the person had to keep coming over and clicking.
And it was a girl like Alexi's age, so Alexi was socially awkward.
Age, and it was so awkward. And I tried it 3 times, but at the end, it didn't work again. So I just picked up the food. Well, I mean my water, and literally had to put the water back. And she probably thought I was stealing.
But girl, we can still ride together. You don't need an Uber, you don't need a cab. Fuck a bus pass, you got a moped now. She got 1988, Mariah Carey here.
Downtown, 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 downtown.
You don't want no people, you don't want the streets. Better follow me to downtown.
Get off my mother, stonewashed.